Oscar versus Frank. I think this is actually a pretty decent lane for Frank, to be honest. I would have rather seen the Timber laning into the Terrorblade and the Abaddon together, because then the Abaddon would have this, like, be pressured, because Timber can just kind of kill him. He's a strength hero, and then you know that the Timber can't really go in and hurt you either.
Mirana being chased back by the Abaddon. MJZ with shield level 1. Already doing about 50% HP, stands on top of that cliff. Matthew not yet level anything up. Holding that point. What's he doing? He's walking back up, he's just taking free hits here. Yeah. What's the goal for Matthew?
I think he's just getting this 2v1 bottom, so that MJZ won't be there helping out the Terrorblade.
So you're basically stopping TPs.
Yeah, and Matthew also doesn't really need to be top either against this Pango, because it's a Timber hero. So he's just like kind of buying some time.
There's an Earthshaker now, chasing back Mirana, so they swap roles, allow the Abaddon to TP bottom lane, and they forced leap level 1 from Mirana as well, so you know, all things considered, doesn't feel too bad.
HFN, oh boy.
Oh, he's dead to Meta. No, the Fairy Fire. One more hit from MNZ. That's it. He's done for. First Metamorphosis. You've got to be careful about it.
He's level 1 and he got chased down by MNZ here. So even though they started 2v1 bottom, it looked like Terrorblade was the one who came out ahead.
TP a number of heroes back down. Like AM, okay, returns to his lane, bringing Mirana down as well with level 1 leap. Let's see what she can offer.
I mean, the tri-lane worked out in game 1 for NoPing. I think that's what they're trying to go with right here again, but I'm not so sure if this was the best decision on their end, because Anti-Mage versus Pango is a okay lane for AM, whereas this could be really annoying for him very soon.
Yeah, like Pango super reliant on his mana pool. Whereas Terrorblade don't care too much. And they need their level 2 desperately on this Mirana. I think Matthew, leaking a little bit out of this bottom lane, doesn't really have a place. There's that reflection. Already leveled up by the TB, burning a bit of mana from HFN. Shaker looking for the Fisher. Force the blink. Get him over that crack in the earth. Usually you'd think two range supports against 2 melee supports should be doing pretty well here. But because of all that weirdness that was happening with Mirana versus Abaddon, and of course AM dying to that meta, it's the melee heroes coming out on top. MoOz with a shield on him, boots up, just chases back 3 heroes.
Yeah, and tri-lanes generally benefit the safe laners. So you have the pools available, you have that extra pool with the small camp, where the aggro tri-laners only have the big camp, and if you block that up, they won't be able to get any pulls off. And actually right now there is a big camp available. They might just let it spawn. They might have just let it spawn here because the lane's pushing out into the Dire team.
Yeah, and try and pull it back yourselves. Another Fisher spent by MoOz. Sniping out the courier of MNZ.
Looks like MNZ wants to go for some kind of a kill play here with his level 2 meta.
He pops it and he runs straight at HFN. My god, Anti-Mage. His blink is on CD. It's on cooldown for another second. He gets it up just in time. The arrow connecting onto MNZ. Now the Fisher comes with a shield up on Terrorblade. He'll whack into Pandaboo's Oracle. A couple more hits here should secure it. One more around the trees, trying to bend it. Oh, the salve, is it enough? It barely survives. Well played by the Oracle. Gets around the edge of that fight while Mirana, the arrow, slows down the Earthshaker, but he's got boots. And that big punch gets them a nice little kill.
Invisibility.
But it's so much pressure on the AM while the TB is going to be feeling really full of themselves right now.
Yeah, I mean, AM does have that ring of health going at least. And hopefully the Mirana will be bringing some kind of a regen from the Oracle down to this bottom lane so they can heal this AM up some more.
Going again. Onto the Oracle this time. Yeah. Fisher blocked, nice arrow. Shield there immediately from
HFN no mana.
And HFN, he's been burnt, yeah, of all his mana. Oh, they don't have the range. No more meta, no ranged heroes in the bottom lane. So he'll heal back up under that tower with a ring of health too. But I think we spent...
get some pulls going too.
spent so much time, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, we looked at this bottom lane, Steve, and it's just action-packed, non-stop. There are other lanes in Dota 2, though, as it looks like HFN should survive through that reflection. How's mid and top going, Steven? Quick little rundown.
Well, Batrider versus Kunkka. I think the Kunkka is doing a lot better than you would normally expect. This is a very difficult lane for a Kunkka, but it's pretty even. He's gonna go into a jungle. He's gonna be able to get a lot of experience there. Get that level 6, the bow, X mark into bow combo. Gonna be ready.
400 net worth ahead of the bat, or 300 or so now. Because I was looking at the CS and thinking, yeah, he's doing pretty well. And I thought that maybe the bat would be ahead in net worth because of salves and regen being brought out. But it's the bat who's behind, interestingly enough. Up in that top lane, Oscar, top of the net worth, 3,000 in his bank account, while Frank, Dragon Waves back. Still having a decent time up there, but it's not as completely free a lane as the Timbersaw is having.
Denied.
And then back down bottom again, the 3-man reflection. Oh, it's huge. Reflection. What a spell. AM. His farm not looking too bad. Well, there's perseverance soon.
Yeah, here we go, Matthew. He tried to do something mid, but I think the Kunkka was being pressured up. He had to just throw a defensive boat out onto Leostyle here.
No leaps remaining. Fisher looks like it'll clear it up, but Batrider potentially has put himself in harm's way. The Fisher, the Torrent from Kunkka gets the trade back. Pos 4 for mid laner. Darkmago going to be incredibly happy.
Incredibly happy. He's level 7 now. I mean, he got all that solo XP too. Batrider only level 6. They got an entire level ahead on this Batrider. It's the Darkmago.
Oh, arrow onto the Abaddon. TB's popped meta here. Pretty low HP on him. The Timbersaw rotates down. Chakram, does he have the range on it? Oh, God, are they going to dive this tower? They've got the gap closed. Finally on top of MNZ. Final dying move is to reflect back some illusions of his opponents.
You know how scary it is to have a level 7 Timbersaw run at your level 4 Terrorblade, Gary?
Pretty spooky.
Oh, yeah.
What about level 3 Abaddon? Yeah, he's been run out as well. Oh my God.
That's it. I mean, this TV doesn't have a lane bottom anymore. He's gonna have to go top. He's gonna have to farm up there. And now the anti-mage has to deal with the level 7 Pango. But it's not as bad, I think.
He's got blink in 10
he has mana though. Wait, hold on.
5 mana?
He's just dead.
Dead? Rolling Thunder from Frank gets him away from the Kunkka. Moves there with an enchant totem. But yeah, HFN drops the sorry because without that mana to blink away, just completely screwed over. And Darkmago is being pummeled here as well. Frank doesn't have too much left in the tank. Torrent dodged out by MoOz allows the Fisher the gap close with the Abaddon in on top of him. The boat is going to come crashing down onto nobody.
Got the buff.
MoOz disengages, but yeah, he does get that nice little buff to keep himself tanky under this aggression. MoOz and Frank still diving tier 1. The heals from the Oracle trying to turn it into damage onto the Abaddon. Mirana there, arrow already spent. And Timbersaw, you're right. TP's top. The big boy has arrived. Run! Run for the hills! Where does Terrorblade go now? He's level 4, can't go bot, can't go top. Jungle. Under an observer one of the Dire team though. They know exactly where he is.
Yeah, he's gonna get haunted in Darkmago.
Encircled. Nice little Fortune's End into arrow. Didn't even need the arrow. Yep. Timbersaw level 8, offering so much damage right now. A lasso on Mirana.
Planted.
Yeah, nice little flame break with a leap away and the timber chain forward. Frank, that's our Oscar now, getting up in the face of the Batrider and forcing Frank to get the Rolling Thunder out. Kunkka, did he just get pushed to the low ground? Where is he? Up, down, up, down. Now he's pushed. Rolling Thunder and a swashbuckle though will clear him up. Good little pick off there. It looked like with 4 NoPing heroes in the vicinity, it wouldn't be possible, but Thunder Predator make it work. And they're looking for a bonus. Leap ready on Mirana. Swashbuckle up in 2 seconds.
He's pretty fine, right? No, he's not fine. Didn't get healed or what?
Not fine.
Marco didn't even heal the Mirana and didn't get the wand also.
Yep. Oh, problematic.
Man. Another free kill. I mean, earlier the TB died, right? But because they got the Kunkka in exchange for it, that was completely worth it. For Thunder Predator at least. Even if your carry died.
Oh, and X into boat bottom. They'll grab Frank, no mana, thanks to this HFN anti-mage. He takes the mana void kill.
That's huge. Now it's gonna give him his broadsword. 360 gold. Whenever you get these like kills on anti-mage, just feels so amazing. The hero who just wants to hit that Battle Fury as fast as he possibly could.
Yeah, his team doing a great job.
You want to make a prediction? What minute he's gonna have Battle Fury?
Go! Radiant's top tower is under attack.
12:10. 11:45. 11:45.
Wow, 11:45.
Yeah,
I'll go with 12. I'll go with 12:10. I'm gonna go with 12:10 just because you doubted yourself.
Well, no.
You
So the
doubted
thing
yourself.
is, my first reaction was 11:45, and then I doubted that and went 12:10, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to doubt myself. I'll go with my gut reaction. So I actually didn't doubt myself. I doubted the doubting.
Okay.
Oh, Kunkka doing a bit of jungling. Clearing out some nice little stacks for himself. Going for the tanky build on this Kunkka. Phase Bracer into the Halberd. Super valuable against the Terrorblade. Shaker TPing bottom with an Invis Leostyle Batrider. They want this AM. They probably have him, honestly. Lasso into Rolling Thunder. Not really a great chance of escape here. Old MoOz not close enough with the Fisher. He should be able to line it up now. Didn't need to. Great little roll there from Frank. X mark and a boat. Darkmago trying to turn the tides as the arrow's also going to slide all the way from that dire triangle. And the Chakram Timber Chain, there's the damage they need. All the control from Mirana and Kunkka sets up for this Oscar Timbersaw to potentially get a double kill now. He's looking at MoOz. Juicy morsel as a double kill.
Dire structures are fortified.
They have dragged, they have dragged them bottom lane though, which is a pretty decent thing for the Terrorblade.
It is. I mean, you traded your AM for the Shaker Batrider. I would say still unfavorable for NoPing, even though the Batrider did die there and he's pretty high level, just because, like, you know, AM wants to hit those timings, right? And the TB, he's kind of unaffected by all this. You got the got the tower top. Can you just go back in the jungle? Pretty decent levels as well.
It ruins both of our Battle Fury timings though.
Does it? Hold on. If it's higher than 12:10, I still win, buddy.
Okay, oh fine, whatever. But he's dead now.
Oh no, he's dead again.
Twice in a row. I think we both lose out on this. Moonlight Shadow and the Rolling Thunder going to be disengaged from here. No reveal on the Radiant side. Timbersaw with an X mark helping him out. They'll drag the bat back in. Oracle, he's got level 3 Purifying Flames, not opting to burst into the Batrider just yet though, letting him escape.
Man, this is some scary combo. A Batten plus Batrider. Like, you need to throw all your disables onto this bat just so that, you know, you can kill him and he doesn't just run around on your team with that Firefly and the Napalms. And now you got the Abaddon just constantly removing those buffs too.
Yeah.
You're kind of lacking on NoPing's lineup in terms of disables. But you got like X Mark and Arrow. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much your combo. I mean, Fortune's End can help out a little bit.
X Mark Torrent Bow or just an Arrow landing.
And Timbersaw toying with the Abaddon. Borrowed Time's already been forced out here. But with a TP coming through and Earthshaker ready and waiting, and Chad Totem, Fisher, holding, waiting, biding his time. The Abaddon juking around the Chakram, and there's the kill on the Oracle, cancelled out by the False Promise. Terrorblade should pump a bit more damage into him to burn through that anyway, as Frank is killing off the Mirana. X-Mark there, the Rolling Thunder says, I don't care. Killing off Oscar with a Batrider on the Earthshaker now, as Frank is duked forward. Kunkka couldn't combo him because of that magic immunity, and the Terrorblade with the Metamorphosis. Yeah, they get the Torrent Boat onto Earthshaker, but Flame Broken back in, blocked up, has to cut through the tree, but they have him trapped inside that cage. Earthshaker made, and another kill comes through for Thunder Predator. 4 kills in that mid lane.
And Thunder Predator get back all that gold that they lost from earlier. You saw the Batrider pressuring in onto the Timber, and the Shaker going straight for the Oracle, so the Oracle can't use Fate's Edict and False Promise on the Timbersaw. And all of a sudden, the Timber doesn't have the support of the Oracle and gets countered by the Bat in the fight quite easily.
Yeah, there's some real nice kiting. Dragging heroes around, juking from the Abaddon was huge. Forcing Oscar into that awkward position. Anti-Mage does have Battle Fury now, but Frank showing this level 11 Pango with Orb of Corrosion and a level 8 Anti-Mage because he was tri-laned by his team. That level difference, a little bit worrying.
You know what, Gary? I don't think I've ever seen an anti-mage who started 1-4 in a competitive game win the game. Have you?
Doesn't come to mind. That does not ring a bell. I'd probably say no.
It's really hard. Like, this is one of those heroes where you die maybe once or twice. That's pretty much all you're really allotted in a game before it's just too much.
Your death quota. 3 deaths maximum.
And the TV is also ahead in net worth, where when you're playing AM versus TV, like, you need to be ahead on the anti-mage.
Oh, it's sad times for Mirana. She missed out on 2 courier snipes, dusted up under the Moonlight Shadow, chased by Frank and MJZ, no more leaps remain, and that Rolling Thunder comes crashing onto her.
Shaker did die bottom though.
True.
Trying to finish up the dagger. He did finish it up. He got dagger, smoke, clarity, and a sentry to go as well. So when they're alive, they're gonna smoke up. They got that echo slam ready. It's go time.
What does Bat have? What's he up to? Because I saw Boots of Travel, a couple of Sage's masks a couple of minutes ago. BKB's coming. Yules onto the Abaddon through the borrowed time. I just can't kill him. Level 9 Abaddon just running away from them. AM needs so much more room now. Battle Fury Treads needs that additional piece of the Manta style to even feel competent in fighting. Bat Rider, 3-man Fisher with the Echo Slam, showing off the Blink Dagger. MoOz straight in there. Beautiful stuff. Catching the Timbersaw inside that lasso, chain stunning him. Frank now on a mega kill streak. Oracle and the Timbersaw both destroyed, and Mirana with no leaps remaining. Good 2-man torrent. Holds them back, but not for long enough. They've got the jump, and they take down Matthew.
And that flame break in that last fight kind of pushed the anti-mage away, or else I think he would have lassoed the AM instead. What's going on right now is Thunder Predator utilizing all 5 of the heroes, where the anti-mage can't really join the team fights. He doesn't have a good mana void target for him to go into and help in these engagements. So NoPing getting completely unnumbered in every single clash now.
It feels like they've taken the game 1 script and turned it against them. And Terrorblade now, okay, 17-minute Manta style. We had a couple of minutes ago, but everyone rallying around MNZ. Pushing into these areas of the map that AM wants to be farming in. And when your HFN anti-mage is hiding in the trees, waiting just to clear out 1 wave, you know you're afraid.
There's just a classic AM, you know, outpick yourself draft here. You know, you got this player who's so good at playing anti-mage, you're like, yeah, let's play AM, we're gonna win. But then you can't really pick this hero unless he's countering someone even in the early and the mid game. You need someone where you can join a fight, blink in, mana void, and get a free kill, like, you know, once in a while. You know, you got your, what do you call it, like Leshrac, Pugna, Storm Spirit, Queen of Pain, these kind of heroes. And he doesn't really have that in this game.
There's really no one. I mean, no one on this Radiant side has more than like 1,000 mana right now. Like even Bat Rider, you know, sitting around like 800 mana pool on a bunch of these heroes.
Radiant's top tower is under
A bit of a difficult one there for him. So HFN probably going to be relying on anti-mage's other skill sets, the ability to split push, cut waves, open up the map for your team a little bit. That can definitely exploit your opponents if they are doing this 5-man group up
Leostyle?
style of playing. Yeah, they are Moonlight Shadow down here. And he fireflies through the trees.
He knows. Spidey senses be tingling.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And the rest of his team's actually smoking up to connect down bottom. They've got Echo ready once more. And Anti-Mage. Oh, if he steps just an inch further forward there, he was getting Blink Echo lassoed for sure. But HFN, he's backed up, waiting for camps to spawn. Like, your AM is waiting for camps to spawn, while Terrorblade is just pushing an entire wave to tier 2, farming multiple jungle camps with illusions. 10k net worth on him now. And in fact, it's Kunkka who's top of the net worth on the Dire team.
Anti-mage, super dead here.
Super dead.
There's a word on the hill. Already saw where he blinked to. They just chase after him.
And they're diving for the Oracle. Quick little lasso in. Piece by piece. Coming apart for NoPing. Oscar, Matthew back in with a false promise from Pandaboo. They can take down MoOz here. A decent Fisher trying to block them out. The leaps from Mirana trying to get her out. MoOz is healed up. MJZ has done a tremendous job here. Couple that up with Purifying Flames healed and a blink away from Chakram allows Leostyle to get a double kill as Earthshaker stays in the fight, offering so much control. A boat's going to come landing onto him. X-Mark back into it, so MoOz finally dies, but the trade-off just never worth it.
No, there it wasn't. And you brought all of your heroes down to bottom. Meanwhile, the TV on the other side is just farming up a storm. 11,000 net worth already. Has a Scotty in about 1k.
Darkmago
You get the freebie Abaddon, yeah.
Yeah, chases him back after the fight, but it's support kills. The Radiant are killing dire hit core after dire core. While, like you're saying, TB's farming.
5th death too.
Ouch. And Manta
to be honest,
still...
Gary, though, considering he has 5 deaths, he's not farming that badly, you know? 9k net worth, 20 minutes is not awful.
It's pretty tremendous, honestly. Frank trying to bait things out, gets out of the X-Mark torrent.
You know what I would love to see from this Pangolier this game? He's got the mech, he's going for the team items, but the Diffusal Blade could find a lot of value. I've always felt like whenever I see Pangos buy Diffusal against Anti-Mage, it just ruins the AM's game so hard. Because, again, his mana pool is so little. And then you have to play against Reflection plus the Diffusal Pangolier. You might just find yourself like blinking in, having 0 mana, and just getting annihilated.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times against like Slark, for example, another Agi carry hero that's super reliant on their mana pool.
Yeah.
And Pango Diffusal Blade just says, nah, you can't Shadow Dance, you can't Pounce, you can't Dispel.
It's not only for the AM as well, it's also for the Kunkka and the Timber. These are like tanky core heroes that if you burn their mana, they become useless. You don't really have to kill them. And eventually they'll just die because they just have to like stand around and do nothing.
Auto attacks, yeah. So they are spellcasters primarily. Nice Yules to stop the bat initiating hard on the Kunkka. Gets the BKB off, but the Terrorblade with so much physical damage goes straight through the shiny golden Kunkka, and Oracle is a bonus kill. A double for MNZ, transfer these kills into a tier 2 mid lane, and potentially Roshan for them as well if they fall back into the pit. They're already defending their lanes. Pango gets up top, they don't commit for tier 2 as the glyph was forced.
Do they really want to Rosh here?
They've got level 2 Blink Echo, so they've got like a counterplay. Even if their Rosh is like kind of slow.
It always just feels so bad, like walking from mid all the way to, yeah, TV just got on. It feels so bad walking from mid with your meta all the way to the Roshan pit. You're so slow.
I guess Dire are never going to contest. There's a weird creep wave up at top behind the tier 2. Somehow being dragged all the way across the map. Well, there's the Aegis of the Immortal. Terrorblade now with 2 lives.
Kunkka was dead and Anti-Mage was still bottom finishing up his Manta. AM just got his Manta. Now the question is, Gary, what do you do with this Manta? I think he still needs another item before he's even fight ready in this game.
Yeah, you farm with it, right? Use it off cooldown, split push with your illusions, and hope you don't die.
Batrider just running through with the BKB, making Anti-Mage so worried.
Are Terrorblade and AM illusions brothers in Dota 2? Because I remember they were in like Dota 1 and Warcraft 3. It was like
in Dota 1.
Illidan
I have no idea in Dota 2.
Yeah, I don't know either, but they're making a play onto the Timber Saw, coming in hard towards this dire triangle. Pango there, swashbuckling in. They've already used up the Earthshaker. Blink on cooldown, therefore, for another second or so. Looking for a decent target, but he'll hold it. Only 2 supports showing. Gets off that nice Ag Shard. Fisher with the enchant. Toto onto both of them. And Frank continuing his streak. Pango at 9, 1, and 10. And right now, it feels like there's absolutely no momentum for NoPing. They're just getting picked off one by one, probably forcing another BKB from Kunkka. Dragged back with a lasso into the Terrorblade's illusions, and again, the right-click damage. Monumental out for MNZ. NoPing, you don't have that rallying cry. You don't have the guy calling, hey, I'm super strong right now. Let's play, because Anti-Mage is cowering, hiding in the jungle, running away from a Batrider. The entire map belongs to them. AM TP's bottom.
That's maybe not the best TP. I mean, if they saw him TP there, they should all chase him right now. Because you know that's going to be on cooldown for a long time. They get rid of this anti-mage. Oh, you gotta save that career. Oh, those illusions almost sniped AM's career. If he lost the blink, then he's super dead.
This is TP scroll.
Yeah.
Jumping on Mirana, trying to force some more leaps. Man, Frank does so much damage just with Swashbuckle, Orb of Corrosion. Bounty runes, gonna be 4 there for the Radiant.
Yep, just salt and wound, Gary.
And just compounding the difficulties they're having. AM, it looks like he's aiming for like a backstab move. No?
No, there's no way. He's not fighting. I'm telling you right now, he is never fighting. The only thing he wants to do is split push, split push, split push, get someone by themselves. That's it. And Thunder Predator, they got the easy game. And as long as they don't go back and fall for the plan of the AM, they can just walk down the lane.
Yeah, like they're killing Kunkka right now. Just surround Darkmago. He gets off a decent torrent boat, Moonlight Shadow as well.
Yeah, look at that. They're not reacting. They're just letting the Kunkka do his stuff, and they're just like split pushing.
Well, they might get Oscar in the mid lane. They do TP in to stop this push. AM and Timber were both on that mid tier 1. Spending lasso for him. Oscar. Okay, MoOz throws in the Echo Slam. Yule's up. Timbersaw still alive with 21 charges. Chains off to the west. Flame Break pushes him back, but they've got a Fisher. Matthew, what can you do here? Yule's an arrow, but Oscar's already died. And now you've given away your positioning. Another leap up to high ground. TP home. Oh, sneaky. Nothing to cancel it from there. While Kunkka, Darkmago has pushed out the bottom lane pretty hard here. Good torrent, but without BKB, without the ability to TP home, he's just burnt to a crisp by the Firefly of Leostyle. And the high ground has been pinged.
Too. They're going. This is like Dusa from last game, man. Just go break the buildings and don't react to the split push of your enemy.
It really is just like a follow me. I'm strong, follow me. Let's go.
To be honest though, Gary, I feel like these days you need to do something like that. Where early game you just get this advantage and you just push the high ground. Because if you don't, the later the game goes, I think it gets harder for carries because they don't have this satanic status resistance item build that they can go for.
You don't have the kind of like bailout builds.
Right, and it might be one of the reasons why, you know, Dusa, for example, feels really good. Because she was never a hero that was reliant on an item like Satanic.
And she's got Mana Shield instead. Fulfills pretty much the same role. Dragging the Timbersaw down to low ground. Oscar, he's still a tanky old boy, this Timbersaw, but they lose the Oracle under that Fisher as well. No buyback on Timbersaw, losing your mid barracks. Oracle does have one, but unlikely to pop it, as the Aegis does finally get reclaimed. But Terrorblade, he is whacking at your tier 4s right now. The rest of his squad have gone down to push bottom tier 2. MNZ doesn't give a damn. With Timber dead and AM not fighting, the Terrorblade is trying to finish the game on his own.
Yep, AM's not done farming. He ain't done. I'm kidding. It's not that he's not done. He just can't come back and fight. You look at the heroes of Thunder Predator, there's nobody to blink onto. 0 targets that you can blink onto and have any impact in the team fight. So he's gonna need to get to like an Abyssal Blade or something at least first. Oh. And doesn't even look like he's doing that. He's going for a Butterfly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what it does. They try to catch it up top.
He needs disables. He needs disables. He needs to be like this solo killing monster on the map, and Butterfly is not gonna help him do that.
Get on someone, stick on the target, finish him off.
Yeah.
Pango, Rolling Thunder, MJZ slides to the low ground with that full staff, and it's Rolling Thunder doing great work, setting up for a 2-man Echo Slam. The false promise under the anti-mage does come. Pandaboo saved him up, but this Timbersaw and Kunkka still stuck here in an awkward position, surrounded by the entirety of Thunder Predator. Another 3-man torrent, and Timber shreds through MoOz. Finally, something going NoPing's way. Anti-mage is in there, Sunder back, MNZ battling HFN, and that reflection will take him down. NoPing, they're bleeding out. Thunder Predator way too strong. Oracle, the last one standing in the middle of the fight, spun around upon by Leostyle. A bit of fun there, toying with his food. Come on, you've let him live for so long. This is BM. Finish him off. Put him out of his misery.
it looked close, but then you got the shield, the heals, the magic stick all coming out onto the TV, the Sunder, and the AM just got shredded by this Terrorblade.
Butterfly didn't do a damn thing.
Dude, that Pangolier Rolling Thunder was amazing.
Under the Fissure, yeah, it looks so good.
I wonder how much disable time he had just from that team fight, because that was some crazy amount. I think the anti-mage was false promise, and he was permanently stunned through the entirety of the false promise.
And what is it? 1.5 seconds of stun duration. He's got level 3 Rolling Thunder, and he made, you know, at least like 3 connections onto the 3 heroes in the middle of it all: Timber, Kunkka, and the AM. So you're looking at a hell of a lot of stuns. Bottom lane disappears. Crumbles under the strength of this Terrorblade.
TV about a BKB. Not that he really needed it, but you know, game securing item.
Sure is. And fast spawn on Roshan's coming up now. Maybe something that